Hey, book club. That's going to be my new intro. That's it. It's official. Alright, just turns out, I should really think these things through before I start recording. But it turns out that I can record in full HD. That's a bit right. That's better. Don't think it really makes a difference because it's just all of the videos are just going to be me sat here talking about a book. And I have just finished off Worst Case by James Patterson. I must say it's a really good book. After reading, I understand why he's quoted to be the world's best-selling thriller writer. Really good, really gripping the whole way through. All the characters you can really get into. First thing you notice when you start the book is the chapters are really short, only 2-3 pages long each, and the text is quite big. So it feels like it's continuously moving on. It doesn't leave you bored in any places. It doesn't go into great detail where it doesn't need to. All the characters are completely believable, especially Mike Bennett. It's some kind of super cop. It's really cool. You're rooting for him the whole way through. Basic outline of the story, I'm not going to try and give too much away, is there's like a peace protester type person that was around during the Vietnam War, is completely disgusted with the way that the current world is, so decides to sort it out, and the way that he does it is clever, and it kind of doesn't make sense right up until the end, where you're like, oh, that's what he's doing. That's a really clever way to try and sort out this problem. The whole way through it, Mike has, I'm trying to think what was I going to say. Right, I'll just come back to that in a minute, once I remember. He has love interest the whole way through. Apparently this is the third in the series, so I'm guessing all the characters go into depth, but he has a nanny who is kind of, is he going to get rid, is he not, sort of thing. And then also there's an FBI agent who comes into it, and them two kind of just like hit it off straight away. But that also upsets the nanny, who Mike kind of likes, you know what I mean? So yeah, it comes from a lot of different angles. He has a huge family. He has like 10 kids, all adopted. So it's just great. It's just, apart from the 10 kids thing, that's a bit unbelievable. The rest of the story is believable. There's no reason why someone couldn't have 10 kids, but a single father with a nanny, and his dad's a priest or something. It's just really cool. It's definitely worth a read if you're going to pick it up. I would recommend it to people, especially people who are big on reading, because again the short chapters make it feel like you're going through a lot more. There is 102 chapters in this thing, but seriously, you can read, even if you just read for an hour and a half a day, you could get through this in about 3-4 days. At like my speed, it took me about 4 days to read this. But yeah, I'm definitely going to keep an eye out for the other ones. Let's see what they're called. I'll let you know. It's got a list in here somewhere. There we go. There's Step on the Crack, Run for Your Life, and TikTok. TikTok apparently to be published in January 2011, so I'll definitely keep an eye out for that, because that must be the one after this one. All the way through he refers back to his old stories about a guy called The Teacher, which I found out is in a book called Run for Your Life, which is one before this. Turns out Alice has it, because like I said, she's big on James Patterson, so I'll be definitely reading that soon. Out of 5, as this is my first book and I thoroughly enjoyed it, would recommend it, I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. More than that normally, because I would give it 5 out of 5 because it's the first one. I can basically, it's all I've really got to compare it to for the crime thriller type thing. So obviously less than that, I enjoyed this one more than that maybe I preferred the other book, but okay. On to next week's, or however long it takes me to read the damn thing. The next book I'm going to read is Blind Spot by Terry Parsons. It's just one that I pulled off of the shelf. Another crime thriller story. It looks really interesting. Lots of good reviews and quotes and stuff on the back, and you know what I mean. This one's going to be interesting because obviously it's a much bigger book. This one. It's a bigger book, bigger pages. The chapters are a lot longer as well. By the looks of it, they're about 6-7 pages per chapter. But I've read some of the reviews and it sounds like a good book, so I'll give that a try. And in my next video we shall basically talk about this one and decide what book I'm going to read next. So again, if you've got any recommendations, please leave them down below. Any questions, you can leave them there as well. Please, what should I do? It'd be down there, wouldn't it? Like and subscribe. That way more people will be able to see these videos. We can get a bit of a chat going on. And I shall see you later.